Nico. It's good.
Storm, Shockwave. It's been a while. And in fact, it was John who did it. There's a Flash Pulverize, though, as Gumayusi's in so much trouble. The flash forward from Henna immediately, and he's going to get first blood in the 2v2. And that is how you do it. As much joy this time. As, all right, there's the Hex Flash, Headbutt Pulv, but Execute just going to take some fire for his trouble. And now Henna, he's in a lot of it as well. These autos starting to pile up as the Piercing Arrow comes down. That was a lot of blight. And Gumayusi gets his revenge.
Maybe Zeus is just a big fan of the O2 power spike. You know, he's studied.
Hey, that's true. I mean, there are a lot of Noguri fans here.
Yeah, finds his way into your backline, then it's Pop Blossom into a Faker ultimate.
Yeah, you need to make sure you know which one's carrier and which one isn't. As there's an all-out special delivery as Willa gets the little mini wall stun, and the execution is there. Gorgeous play from the top jungle here of FearX. And now Faker going to get pushed underneath the turret. There's the Shockwave Flash. I just don't know whether it's going to be enough here as the Sand Soldier comes out. And that is actually a 1-for-1. Just absurd.
He gets a 1v1 out of that. Closer. Thought he rounded the court. Maybe could have flashed away from the final damage to the ball. There is Execute.
There's a Flash Pulverize. Headbutt back there as well as Pop Blossom grabs two. And now Henna is the target. He just pops. Oh, I didn't even think that was necessarily a bad move. Or unironically.
Hey, I don't believe in ironically enjoying music. I think you just enjoy it. That's fine.
I mean, it depends. You know, it's like if you're the person that wants to do that. I'm just trying to get as many people to tweet at you as possible. That's what I'm going for. T1 going to back away just mid his. He's just going to grab himself a Rift Herald.
Wow.
And, yeah, Zeus just wanders away. He did Umbrally Dash as Emperor's Divide comes down. Now Execute's going to come in, but Closer might just die. No! It is going to be Execute that helps lock it down with a hoof. As the teleport came in from Faker as well. I think Closer's out of this fight. There he goes. Faker locks down that kill, so a 4v4. As Faker's still looking to come around, and Carrier Pop Blossom gets into the backline alongside the Paranoia. Henna's still alive for the moment, but Clear now looking to try and clean this one up. He does go all out, but I don't know what he's going to be able to get done here. Gumayusi very, very low, trying to kite it out as best he can, and he does so. Still, Willa gets the double, and now it's Faker and Carrier versus the world. Execute trying to be the bouncer. The Q is going to miss. The snare is going to be there, and Faker, he has no more mana to try and get this one. He's going to have to try and get some auto attack. Oh, Zeus just turns up. And it is now over unless Faker will be taken down. There's at least one back still. Willa pretty strong. He's not going to win the fight against Zeus, but he takes down Carrier.
Willa is trying so hard.
Rotate over Clear, taking some damage. And T1, they've already started off this dragon. And Faker so safe on a control ward here as well. As Ona now doesn't have flash, or at least one charge now missing. As, all right, in goes Carrier. He finds the backline, the Shockwave to take down Closer. And they're going to utilize Ona to try and get on top of Henna. He's going to get feared and taken out. And the damage dealers are just dead in the blink of an eye. That's how this composition is supposed to work. And
not enough vision. There's not enough people. And that'll be the end of Baron. A turret is all they're going to get. They might be able to get a single Drake.
Live stuff is happening, but not all that important.
I want to highlight here as well, and this is something that is really easy to miss when you're looking at this from a spectator's point of view. If Clear and Wheeler actually had vision, I think they might have tried to contest. Was already won, even more one-sided.
And it also really, nice sidestep by Clear as Pop Blossom is going to catch the Cassante, and no one is tanky enough to withstand that. It is a lot of investment for just a kill onto the top laner, but this is making sure that this Baron is going to be utilized to perfect effect. Henna is tidying up a wave on the top side of the map, and that means that it should mean they can go for a fight down here. There's the Paranoia Shockwave, as the Fear is going to go off against Closer. He's not dead just yet, though, as Execute getting filled.
And more importantly, they might not get the turret initially, but they do on the follow-up. Right now, FearX seeing their opportunity to extend this series slipping away from them. Gonna need an insane Hail Mary.
All right, there's the kick flash onto Faker. They managed to get the Pulverize as well. Fate's Call to come through. Knockups are bound. Faker surviving for a very long time, but eventually will be taken out. And now it's Gumayusi's turn. He's trying to kite it as best he can. Closer almost dies. As Carrier, he's a caster minion. And he's just going to wander his way out. Zeus grabs himself 700 gold by taking down this inner turret. T1, they lose their 2 biggest damage dealers outside of Zeus.
You don't have Baron buff.
Well, Carrier is just... he's pretending. And Henna is not going to buy it. But there is an Aatrox, and now there's a very dead Kalista. Zeus, that's a lot of items you have there, sir. Okay, well now he's going to get chased down by Clear. Paranoia comes out though, and they're going to dive on top of this. Kasante Pop Blossom onto 3 once again. Not a lot of follow-up, but he buys the space required to get Zeus out and Ona. Willer in a bit of trouble here as well, and man, Carrier is playing.
We've been so used to seeing the
Nico
mid.
As he's going to find 3 again! And another Paranoia comes down. Henna in a bit of trouble. He should get actually surviving for a very long time. Carrier trying to limp his way out. Ona going to be able to get a drive-by onto the Kalista. And he's also very tanky.
Doesn't die!
Yeah, and there's just no way for Closer to be able to get in there and do damage as now Carrier. Yeah. You just buy the Hex Plate, and then you go for the Frozen Heart and the good item.
Wait, Carrier did the most damage in the game. What?
Okay. Well, I guess that's what happens when you land amazing Pop Blossoms. It might be slightly changed now after Zeus does all of Closer's health bar. Getting away with anything. I think we're just having a glance into the future. T1, they're the knowers. We're the learners right now.
We're starting to realize
exactly
just what is possible with support. Solo Q had it right all along.
Exactly. All of those Xeraths that were telling you that they're relevant.
They are. Okay, execute. This is your moment.
Well, Carrier can be a ward. Chains of Corruption do go wide, though. There's the Paranoia and Execute. No one's there for the rest of his team. Another Pop Blossom hits absolutely everyone. And the Shockwaves, Zeus just pressing all of his buttons. And this is going to be the end of this game. Closer is going to have to flash away, but the only upside is that he can maybe have a rest on his fountain, and even then, that is not going to be allowed. There are a couple of Nexus turrets that are proving to be a little bit frustrating, but Fake is going to be able to collect that kill. And Carrier is going to take a well-deserved rest, as T1 will say goodnight to this game. I tell you what, though, POGs are sometimes difficult. This time, it isn't, you know?
No.
And that's nice.
Yeah, it's been there for a while. I love the paper. Don't you worry. Up until the mid-game.